All right, let's get right into it. We all know what smoking looks like on the outside, but today we're going to talk about the damage you can't see. We're talking about the invisible war that kicks off inside your body from the very first puff. So let's start with this number, 4,000. That's not just some random figure. That's how many toxic chemicals are flooding into your system with every single puff you take from a cigarette. It's a massive chemical attack. And get this, out of those 4,000 chemicals, more than 70 of them are proven carcinogens. That means we know for a fact that they directly cause cancer. It's not a maybe, it's a scientific certainty. And here's the part that's so important to understand. This isn't damage that slowly builds up over decades. Nope. This chemical assault happens with every single puff. You might get a little buzz for a moment, but as our source material puts it, inside, your body is literally screaming for help. So let's start that tour of the battlefield inside your body. First up, we're going to see the immediate fight that starts the exact second you inhale. Deep inside your lungs, you have these incredible little protectors called cilia. Think of them as tiny little brooms constantly sweeping out gunk and mucus to keep your airways clear and clean. But just seconds, literally seconds, after you breathe in smoke, they're paralyzed. They just stop working. And with those little cleaners knocked out, the bad stuff starts to happen right away. Tar and mucus build up, and your body has to try and get it out somehow. You know that chronic smoker's cough? Well, that's your body desperately trying to do the job the cilia can't anymore. And over time, this can lead to permanent, awful diseases like emphysema. At the exact same time, your heart and blood are getting hammered. Nicotine causes an instant spike in your blood pressure and your heart rate. It also literally makes your blood thicker, stickier, which is a huge risk for blood clots. All this means your heart has to work way, way harder, like twice as hard, just to do its basic job of pumping blood. So how fast are we talking here? Well, the nicotine hits your brain in just 7 seconds. 7! That is unbelievably fast. It's actually faster than a lot of drugs that are injected straight into your bloodstream. And that incredible speed, that's a huge reason why it's so addictive. And this right here, this is the trap. The nicotine triggers a rush of dopamine, a chemical that makes you feel good for a minute. But as soon as it wears off, the withdrawal kicks in. You start to feel irritable, anxious, and your brain starts screaming for another cigarette just to make those bad feelings go away. It's a vicious cycle. All right, let's move on. Because all of that chaos we just talked about on the inside, well, it doesn't stay hidden for long. Now we're going to see how that internal battle starts showing up on the outside and how it literally steals your youth. And the difference is, well, it's pretty stark, isn't it? Remember how we talked about blood flow being restricted? Well, that starves your skin of oxygen, and that leads to premature wrinkles and that dull, kind of grayish complexion. The chemicals stain your teeth yellow, cause gum disease, and of course create that persistent bad breath. It really does accelerate aging. Okay, but what's really crucial to understand is that the damage doesn't just stop with a person holding the cigarette. Not even close. In this next part, we're gonna see how this becomes a huge risk for everybody else too. And this is a really tough pill to swallow from the source material. The poison doesn't stop with you. Secondhand smoke isn't some weaker, watered-down version of the smoke. No way. It has the exact same deadly, toxic chemicals. So just think about it for a second. Who else is breathing that in? Your friends, your family, your kids. Every time you light up, you're exposing the people you care about most to that exact same dangerous cocktail of poisons. Now, I know after hearing all that, it can feel pretty bleak. But, and this is a really big but, there is some absolutely incredible news here. Your body is an amazing healing machine, and it starts fighting back the very moment you stop smoking. Just look at how fast the recovery begins. It's remarkable. In just 20 minutes, less time than a TV show, your heart rate and blood pressure already start dropping back to normal. And check this out. After just 1 year without smoking, your risk of having a heart attack is cut in half. Your body genuinely wants to heal. Which really brings us to this powerful and direct quote from the source material. It really boils everything we've talked about down to one simple, profound idea. And that leaves us with one final thought. After seeing all the damage, but also seeing the incredible potential for recovery, what's the first step you can take today?